Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you these new updated custom tactics for the 4-3-2-1 formation in FIFA 21. So I'm going to get straight into it here, not waste any time. So this is my main formation I now use in game. I do switching game to the 4-3-2-1. It's a really good formation. It's pretty new. It wasn't as good before, but now it does seem to be really good post-patch. Before I start the tactics, I want to say if you're not already subscribed, it really helps me out, and it's greatly appreciated if you could just subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, stuff like that. Now I'm going to get straight into the tactics. I've saved it to my ultra defensive position, but I'm going to show you the balanced tactics for it today, which is why I'm using game. My defensive style is balanced, as I use that on most formations, well, pretty much all formations really. I stick to 5 width as it's a very good solid formation with the midfield and the defence, so you don't need to change that too much with the width. Depth, I also play on 5, but you can also go to 4 or 6 if you feel less comfortable defending. 6 if you're more comfortable defending, 5 if you're sort of average, 4 if you're less comfortable defending. Offensive style, I play on balanced. Long ball also works pretty well with this formation. I wouldn't recommend fast build up as much, as it's not really the diamond shape, and that's what seems to work best with fast build up. Long ball's pretty good if you want to get it to your forward, but I'll go with balanced, as it's still very good to pass it around the midfield, wait for that gap to increase rather than just boosting it up with long ball and maybe losing the ball. So I do play on balance there as well. My width I push out to 6 just to make it a little bit wider than it already is, because the forwards are a little bit narrow. But if you want to keep that narrowness, go to 5 or 4 as well. Personally, I play on 6 just to make it a little bit wider. Place in box, I also do actually use 6 just to overload the box. That seems to really work this FIFA just overloading the box seems to make you score much more goals and stuff like that. Corners, I play on 3 and free kicks on 1. For the player instructions, my striker is on stay central, get in behind and stay forward. Stay central just means they're sort of still in that striker position, they're not roaming around too much. Get in behind, they're making good runs through the defence. Stay forward, they're always up there on the pitch when you need them. Their left forward and right forward are pretty much the same as strikers. You can see they have the exact same tactics, apart from they are slightly wider, but not that much. They're pretty much just like second and third strikers. A little bit further back, but only a little bit wider as well. I do use balanced whip, just they're not too central. So a little bit wider, but they're also still in the same position. I use getting behind and stay forward once again for the same reasons. That's pretty much it. So the same tactic as the striker, just without stay central with balanced whip instead. For the 3 centre mids, I keep the 2 sort of left and right centre mids completely default pretty much, apart from I do put get into the box for cross on. A cover wing I also leave on, but get into the box for cross just to overload the box once again. It's a really good strategy on FIFA right now. Cover centre on my main centre mid one. On my middle centre mid, I do make them more of a CDM position. You can make them into a cam if you want to, but as it's a very attacking formation, and you've got get into the box for cross on pretty much all these 3 players here, and your 2 left centre mid and right centre mids, you don't want to overload it too much. You want to have a bit more defence. So I do use stay back while attacking, and then just cover centre, and that's pretty much it. Drop between defenders a bit too far back. Stay back while attacking to sort of perfect CDM range, but still fill in that midfield gap. 2 centre backs, leave those default. You don't really want to touch those. Full backs, now I leave these default. I usually use stay back while attacking, but on this formation I use balanced attack, as they can be quite useful out wide. It is a narrower formation. If it's a wider formation, you stay back while attacking. Because this one is quite narrow, keep it on balanced attack. If you are going to push these left forwards and right forwards out, make them a bit more like wingers, you stay back while attacking. If you want them to be a bit more narrow like I play, and a bit more like strikers, a little bit wider though, keep it on balanced attack. Or if you have slower fullbacks as well, when you want them to stay back defending, keep on stay back while attacking, that is up to you. Personally, I use balanced attack, and make sure you have overlap on whatever though, that's quite important. And lastly, for goalkeeper, comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. Comes to crosses, when the opponent's crossing it into the box, your goalkeeper is going to have much more chance of reaching for the ball, again for corners, stuff like that. Sweeper keeper, when you're defending a one-on-one against their attackers, your goalkeeper is going to win the ball much more often. He's going to come out a bit more and stuff like that. Also challenge for more loose balls. So that is it for these 4-3-2-1 custom tactics. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more FIFA 21 videos like these, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.